Tonight, one less hurdle for nuclear weapons workers. Some much-needed clarity was given today at an event meant to honor their hard work.
Our Justina Coronel was there in St. Charles County, and she joined us in the newsroom with more information about today's event. Justina.
Well, that banquet hall was filled with different types of workers from construction to production. However, they all had a common theme. Each worked at a contaminated site.
My dad was a chemical operator and my mom worked in the lab.
Her parents motivated her passion and purpose. Denise Brock's parents worked at the Mallinckrodt plant in downtown St. Louis, which produced uranium for the development of the first atomic bomb.
I believe like 1945, so it was before I was ever born. And I heard about this piece of legislation. It basically stated if you worked at one of these facilities, and they mentioned Mallinckrodt, and if you had cancer, you would be eligible for compensation.
She claims the government denied her dad working there after dedicating 15 years, and so they fought.
We were able to prove that employment, and my mom was actually the first payment out here in Missouri.
Her dedication doesn't end there. On Thursday, this room in St. Charles County honored nuclear weapons workers. Many have filed claims for federal compensation for potential exposure from work sites. One of those laborers, Bill Maxey.
I wouldn't have walked on that job if I would have known what was out there.
He worked at the Mallinckrodt plant and Weldon Springs site, a plant that processed uranium.
There's a lot of people that work there that has a lot of health problems. And we have a lot of foremen that passed away, you know, from various cancers.
His recent claim for compensation was denied.
And when they file a claim and Social Security detailed earnings are filed, it's going to come back to their subcontractor. The problem is that all of those subcontractors were not listed in a database, nor were the workers.
That's where Brock steps in. She pressured the Department of Energy to dig deeper.
Has actually found records, I believe they're mostly from Weldon Spring, that will actually list the names of workers and the subcontractors, as well as a list of about 5,000 employees that were known to be out there.
She announced the game-changing decision on Thursday. Her speech talked about working to help the workers, always remembering her parents, the main focus in this fight.
So long as there's a breath in my body, I'll continue to fight for these workers.
Now, with these documents in the hands of the Department of Energy, these cases could be resolved soon. Now, every claim is case by case. However, if compensated, they could receive up to $400,000 with medical benefits.